1998. The local industry has secured a deal with the ACT government which will see dozens of new jobs created.
The racing industry currently generates more than $20 million a year for the Canberra economy, employing more than 350 people. That's now set for a major boost, with the government increasing revenue from ACTAB to the industry by 0.5% to 4.5%.
As New South Wales TAB privatises, they increase the amount of dollars that they're putting back into their racing industry. We have to at least keep pace.
But the Chief Minister says she has no plans to privatise ACTAB, despite New South Wales' moves.
We've got a very efficient TAB. It's increasing its turnover every year. It got up to $120 million turnover last year. Is innovative and is really going places.
The extra money coming from ACTAB will be used specifically to increase prize money. All three codes of racing, the Gallops, the Trots and the Greyhounds, expect the increased prize money to attract more owners and trainers back to the ACT.
There needs to be a carrot there so that the winners can prosper and that those who don't quite make it can still participate without too great a cost.
That's expected to generate up to 70 new jobs in the racing industry and give regional racing a Canberra focus.
The region can provide a base for people to come here and participate at Queanbeyan, Goulburn and Canberra.
In years to come, I believe Canberra can be one of the best in the country. It's got a magnificent venue out there, the track's great, we're heading in the right direction, there's some good people running the show.
Combined with the November announcement of the Hardy's Winery development at the racecourse and last week's Magic Millions announcement, ACT Racing is confident of now being able to compete with regional racing in both Victoria and New South Wales. Richard Burgess, Win News.
It's did kick along with an additional share of TAB profits. Estimates are that up to 70 new jobs will result. An extra 0.5% in ACTAB turnover will provide an additional $600,000 per annum for Canberra's racing, pacing and greyhound industry. All three codes will increase prize money, attracting more entries to the sport with flow-on effects.
Quite a staggering amount, $2.5 million a year will go back into the ACT economy. So we're thrilled about today's great news.
For a decade, sections of the industry have been in decline, with numbers of on-course punters and bookmakers dwindling.
A lot of good people have gone out of the industry, and hopefully with this increase, it will not solve all the problems, but it'll certainly go a long way to resolving a lot of them.
350 people are currently employed in the ACT racing industry, with that number expected to rise by 20% this year. Yes, good news.
Profits to the racing industry. The funding injection could lead to bigger prize money and up to 70 new jobs.
And despite the bleak conditions, competitors have started in the City Power Sun Race.
Hardy's multi-million-dollar wine development at the ACT Racing Club. The three Canberra racing codes are set to coexist on the Canberra racecourse, the same site set aside for part of the winery development.
A plan to bring the Greyhounds, Trots and Gallops together on site at the ACT Racing Club is a bid to centralise.
To have a fully fledged licensed club, to have night racing, so better lights on the track. In other words, to consolidate the three different codes together on one site.
With the introduction of lights for paceway purposes, night gallops may not be far off. A similar scenario to the dual-purpose Moonee Valley Club in Melbourne.
The total initiative has a range of key objectives to it, but one of those is giving us the ability to race at nights.
The plan, however, could mean trouble for the Hardy's wine proposal, a scaled-down development here on site at the Canberra racecourse. The possible outcome:
the grapes that are going in the middle of the track can still go ahead, even if they're on a slightly reduced area. The grapes in the middle of the track are more for looks.
For the first time, the Canberra Paceway would control its own destiny, breaking from showground constraints.
We've always looked for some avenue to sort of break away from Epic. Although we have a licence agreement over there till the year 2014, it would be advantageous for us to be on our own and make our own destiny.
On a valuable site, the Greyhounds are 30 years down the track on a 50-year lease, but fully support a feasibility study, which begins on the 1st of October. Funding of the whole project not yet fully clear.
Right at the moment we do have a racecourse development fund that is legislated, some money that comes out of the TAB turnover. At the moment that money's being split on 3 sites.
The development unique in the racing world. The feasibility study to be complete by Christmas. Phil Small, Win News.
A last-ditch attempt today by the